Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your May 2017 mid-month readings. Thank you so much for joining us here today, and welcome to any newcomers who may be with us for the first time. As always, thanks to those of you who continue to watch, listen, follow, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for your support and feedback and comments. Keep them coming. I love them. You guys are brilliant. Thank you to those of you who continue to reach out for personal one-on-one readings. It's an honor and a pleasure always. You guys keep me so busy, and it's such an honor and a blessing to read for you. And to my regular clients as well, a special thank you for allowing me to be such a regular part of the ongoing chapters of your life, and for the feedback that you guys are pretty good at giving in how those readings continue to play out in your lives. And if any of you are interested in a personal private one-on-one reading with me, live or recorded, you haven't read with me before, you can click on that little about or description button on my YouTube channel's homepage. That'll give you a little more information and detail on what I do, and also has my email address. You can email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. Current turnaround time for personal readings is anywhere from a few days upwards of 2 weeks, but since I do readings full-time 6 days a week, I'm usually able to get back with you pretty quickly and almost always set up a reading within a 2-week period of time. I do love and romance readings, compatibility chartings, career, work, and finance, year overviews, gift readings, channeled messages, and so on. So if you're interested, send me an email. We'll go from there. Now, these are general readings, as we always say, so check your rising and your moon sign videos as well. They may play out a little more predictably or just give you additional insight and clarity into what's going on in your life, because there's many of you watching, thousands of you watching, so of course the videos are not going to mean the same thing to the same degree or intensity for everyone watching. So try to watch all three if you can. I'm doing the mid-months just a little bit differently. I usually pull the same number of cards for mid-months as I do for the beginning of the month generals, but in the interest of making the mid-month videos a little shorter and more streamlined and efficient, I'm going to continue to pull 2 cards for each of the remaining 2 weeks, with an additional 5th card from the bottom of the deck for overall energy and advice, but not the whole 9 cards, because I just don't think that it's necessary for the mid-months anymore, and I'm trying to make our time together more efficient. So there will be 2 cards for each of the last remaining 2 weeks of the month, with a 5th card for overall energy and advice. So let's move right into this. This reading is for Virgo, the earth sign of Virgo, for May 2017 mid-month. Let us see what the remainder of this gorgeous month of May has in store for our Virgoans. Virgo, the earth sign of Virgo, for May 2017 mid-month. Virgo, May 2017 mid-month. Okay, Virgo. We begin with the Chariot, followed by the Ten of Wands, and Strength, followed by the 5 of Swords. And from the bottom of the deck, your overall energy and advice is the 6 of Pentacles. Okay. I'm actually getting a financial, contractual, more of that tangible earth energy in this reading, although you can apply the same energy, as I always say, to other areas of your life, relationships, spirituality as well. But what I'm feeling the most of is that this is more has more of a concrete focus. So we find ourselves in the middle of May 2017, Virgo, with the major arcana card of the Chariot, followed by the Ten of Wands. So the Chariot's a great card. It's powerful, and it's major arcana card too. So it's, energies of God, spirit, your angels and guides, the external energy. We have no control over this energy, very powerful. But the Chariot is a card of success, powerful success, but success that comes from how you do something. It's almost a card of success because you refuse to give up. Sheer determination, will, blowing through something. It's about having your vision, your goal, setting those goals, setting the steps to achieve those goals, pulling together, using everything that you have have internally, you know, perseverance, determination, your plan, pulling together all the external things that you need, the resources that you need, harnessing them together and making all of that work for you, being focused, intentional, and going straight for your goals, not giving up, not losing momentum, not getting distracted, not slowing down, not letting anybody interfere, just blowing right through towards your goals with a very single-minded, dedicated focus. And that's where the success comes from. No matter how hard it is, no matter how much of an uphill slog it is, that's where your success is coming from. It's a very powerful, very determined card of success, or success that comes from this powerful determination. And again, this single-minded, focused, intentional, inner and external resources targeted just towards what you're working for or working against, which means that, of course, working for, you have a goal. So the Chariot is paired with the Ten of Wands. And I feel like for some of you, this is something that feels, you know, like an uphill battle, but your success is coming, and it feels like you're also going to be getting some help or some much needed resources, perhaps something you've applied for contractually or financially as well. Because the Chariot is paired with the Ten of Wands. Here we have fire energy, which is the energy which governs the suit. And the energy of the suit is fiery. It's dynamic, fluid, action-oriented. It's about change, movement, action, power, but it's creative energy, manifesting energy. It's building energy. Tens represent the end of a cycle, the coming full circle, the full achievement of something. So the Ten of Wands can represent a cross you've had to bear, a heavy burden you've had to bear. This could be, you know, an actual problem, something that you can't change that you've just had to deal with, or something that you've just been investing a lot of time, effort, energy, money, your heart and soul into. Paired with the Chariot card, again, it feels like whatever it is that you're working towards, whatever your goal is, and you can apply this to relationships and spirituality, but the majority of what I'm feeling here for a lot of you, Virgo, is that it's more either financially oriented or property, like real estate, or something to do with job or contract of some kind. It's more tangible, concrete, that earth energy part of our lives. And for some of you, this combination of the Chariot and the Ten of Wands it's been kind of a bit of an uphill slog. It's like you've had to fight for every step you've gotten, but you're getting there. The success is coming from how you do this, from being single-minded, focused, not giving up, getting up earlier, staying up later, whatever it is that you have to do that in order to achieve, to keep moving you closer to what you want. That's what's happening here. But I also feel like for those of you who feel like you've been doing it alone and without any help or resources, I feel like that portion of it is coming to an end. Your overall energy is the Six of Pentacles, which is a card of, you know, even giving and receiving. But in terms of financial matter, it can represent a lot of things. But in terms of financial matters, for those of you who are looking for, particularly for those of you who have applied for a loan or some kind of resources, whether it's actual dollars and cents money or somebody's time and energy and experience, whether you've applied for, you're hoping for a contract, you've applied for something to help you with your dream, your goal, your vision somehow, whether it's a loan on a house or to start your own business, or, you know, you just need a sum of money, or somebody's help and experience in helping you reach this goal. I feel like it is coming. I don't think it's coming. It may be coming at the end of May, but I think it's more in June. And I think I do believe that it is coming. And I think when it does come, it's actually going to be perhaps a bit unexpected, but fast too. But it's about not losing sight of your goal, not losing momentum, not allowing yourself to get distracted or pulled back by negative energy or anything like that. It's about staying focused on your goal, because I feel like whatever this uphill slog is about, and it's going to vary because this is a general reading, it's drawing to a close. You're almost there. It feels like you're kind of in the last, you know, trip around the track, kind of the 11th hour, so to speak. I got kind of a similar energy for I think it was Gemini, a little different circumstances, but the energy feels the same. It's kind of like you've been like pouring yourself into this and you're going through this process, and it feels like you can't see the end, but it's actually closer than you think. It's actually just around a curve, and that's the only reason you can't see it. Divine timing and orchestration is at play here. You do also have 2 major arcana cards out of 5. So next, which is around the last week of May, you know, give or take a few days, time being fluid, perhaps going into a little bit of June, we have the combination of Strength, major arcana card, paired with the 5 of Swords, victory and triumph. It's cost a lot. You've had to put a lot of effort into it, but it's it's victory. Sometimes this can represent victory, which comes at the cost of personal relationships or sometimes stepping on other people. Although I'm not getting that so much. I'm not really picking up much of that energy here. It's more that you're winning, you're going to be able to achieve what you want, particularly those of you who have reached out for some kind of help or resources. But this is, you've put a lot into us. It's cost a lot. It can be a card that like you've won, but you're tired, you're exhausted, you're worn out, which is what the Five of Swords represents. It's air energy, cerebral, mental, intellectual energy, words, ideas, communication. And again, the cautionary advice of the Five of Swords is this worth it? Has it been worth it because of the cost, because of what it's cost you, particularly if it's cost relationships or other people's feelings? Sometimes I see this card come up when people are so determined and so ambitious. They do achieve their goals, their success, their fame, their whatever it is they're looking for, but they step on people to do it along the way, and that's not good either. So keep that in mind as you're, whatever it is that you're moving forward to. But I feel like for the majority of you, it's like, yes, it is worth it. But it's come at a high cost, and that high cost has been how much of yourself you've poured into that. And it's combined with strength. Strength is about, taming the wild beast being symbolic for fears, doubts, insecurities, wrestling with your demons, overcoming the obstacles in your way, overcoming inner obstacles, overcoming your own, setbacks, your own views, things that are holding you back inside of you, facing those head on, walking through them. It's about the strength that's required to face our fears, walk through them, and also the strength and wisdom and insight and clarity we get from walking through them that we find on the other side. It's about personal growth as well, coming in complete alignment and peace with ourselves, finally finding that center. This is actually a very powerful reading, Virgo. It's kind of like you started out in the past with this vision, this goal, and you've just been pouring everything into this. And also I feel like some of you, have applied for, again, I'm getting that tangible energy, applied for loans or money or asked for help or resources in some way too. You've been waiting for that and just slogging along. And it's been such a learning curve for you. It's taken such strength and it's taken so much out of you. You've put so much into this. You've learned a lot about yourself. You've overcome a lot of your own fears, doubts, and insecurities. It's been a real transition, a real learning curve, and you've become a lot stronger because of this. So beautiful, powerful reading. Now, your overall energy with your crowning card is the Six of Pentacles. And I got from the very beginning, I'm still getting this quite strongly. I'm getting an actual financial or monetary feeling off of this as well, too. It's a card of even, give and take, balance, harmony. It can represent giving or being the recipient of giving. It's mutually beneficial, and it could be contractual. If you're getting a loan or if you're partnering with someone, there's a give and take. It's not for free, although for some of you it may be like a sudden change in income or a sudden influx of money. But I feel like for the majority of you, whatever this is, it's almost contractual, or there's strings attached to it, so consider that as well. But it is a card of balance. The Six of Pentacles is kind of that balancer when you look at the insufficiency and lack of the Five of Pentacles, and then the 8, 9, and 10 of Pentacles, the abundance. This is kind of that balancer. And what you're getting, some of you, it may not be a huge amount, but it is enough to help you kind of go what I feel is the final mile here, because I feel like you're very close to finishing something. You're kind of in the last gasp, and that last mile can sometimes be the hardest of all. When you feel like you're closer, when you know or suspect you're closer, sometimes that's when you feel the most tired, but that's when you have to push through the hardest. And I kind of feel like that's where you're at. But this is a beautiful, positive, successful, powerful reading, and I feel like that's actually the mental and emotional transition that you're going through too. A difficult, challenging time for sure, but the benefits are going to be very multi-layered for you, more than just tangible dollars and cents or project success, whatever this is, but also in your own personal growth and evolution as well, Virgo. So Virgo, that pretty much wraps up your May 2017 mid-month readings. I hope you have enjoyed them. I hope they've brought you some insight and clarity, some food for thought on these next couple of weeks of May. Again, if any of you are interested in a personal private one-on-one reading with me, you can click on that About or Description button on my YouTube channel's homepage, which will give you a little more information, my email address, which is Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you. You can also find me through that same email address on PayPal, should any of you feel so inclined to donate $1 or $2 in support of my channel. Any amount is gratefully and graciously accepted. I am saving up for a new computer and audio system to improve my channel. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the June 2017 general readings. And until then, Virgo, as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. Thanks so much, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.